Now, gender-based violence continues to be a concern. According to reports, the number of cases has increased since the loosening of lockdown stages. Some non-government organizations are calling on government to impose harsher sentences, while some victims claim they've lost faith in law enforcement agencies. Let's go to eNCA senior reporter Ayesha Ismail, who's following that story for us, and she joins us now live. Ayesha, you're covering stories in the city of Cape Town where Langa and Nyanga have normally always been mentioned when it comes to GBV stats. What are organizations, victims, government officials telling you about this?
Masejo, I am in Gugulethu at the moment at an organization called Ilita Labantu, and they've been dealing with gender-based violence for over 30 years. And I've just been talking to the director, and she's been telling me that especially during the COVID-19 heavy lockdown now, we've been facing COVID-19 for just over 2 years, and she says they've definitely seen an increase in gender-based violence where, women are now coming to tell them about what they've experienced during this time. But I'm now joined by Ella Mangisa, the director of Ilita Labantu. Ella, you were telling me earlier that people were contacting you via SMS, via WhatsApp, via your hotline during the heavy lockdown.
Yes, I think the organization developed a system whereby as much as women were trapped in their houses with their perpetrators, we still needed them to be able to communicate what was happening and how we could further assist. So as an organization, we were viewed as an essential service. So it was easier for us to actually go and conduct home visits and even ask the South African Police Service to escort us to situations where we felt we were not safe ourselves and we needed them to be on board as well.
The women that you were dealing with, where did they come from? Do they come only from Gugulethu or from the wider area?
It's the wider area, Ayesha. As much as the organization is based in Gugulethu, but we are not limited to which women we can assist. Within the Western Cape as a whole, we assisted many women, even women from Mynenberg, Elsis River, but we are not just limited to Gugulethu. We're not limited to Khayelitsha, to Philippi, to Samora, you name them. But it's within the greater Western Cape, even beyond the Western Cape, because we created a platform whereby women can easily access our organization through Facebook platforms. Women would inbox us and we'd have our social workers who were on standby to actually contact them and make further contact.
Now, very often you'll find women saying that they have not gone to the police station to report the matter because they feel uncomfortable going there. They feel that their stories are not being believed by police officers. What has your experience been, and what are you doing to assist these women?
Okay, this has been a challenge for a number of years, Ayesha, so it's nothing new. But as an organization, we also say once a woman leaves the house and wants to report the matter, we should view them as survivors, because if she was a victim, it means she would have stayed at home within that circumstance. But because she decided to take that first step to actually report the matter, we should start viewing them as survivors. We've noted that concern, and as an organization, because we picked up the gap in terms of handling of cases and how sometimes police officers, particularly the frontline police, are not sensitive enough, are not equipped enough to handle and differentiate when we're talking about gender-based violence. What are we talking about? It's about them believing the story, allowing the woman to express her pain, allowing the woman to actually open up a case. So as an organization, we have an ongoing training currently with the South African Police Service, and we felt it cannot be a once-off. If we want to see the change, for us, it's a series of trainings, and we are truly grateful for the station commanders who actually said we do also pick up the need, we do also pick up, the gaps, and therefore also grateful for what the organization is putting to the table.
So every police station has a victim support room or a safe room for women to come and lay charges?
Yes. Every police station has it, but not all police station survivor support units or rooms are equipped and welcoming. So for us, it's for even community members to assist the police stations to say, here are teddy bears, here are, flowers, just to make that room welcoming and comfortable for women. So not all police stations, it's not a one-or-fits-all kind of scenario. There are those that are working, are functional, fully functional, and well-equipped, and there are those who are not. So we need to, as communities as well, assist those police stations have these rooms that are welcoming for women and children.
Ella, now, eLeta Labantu has been operating for 33 years. Do you find that the perpetrators and the victims are getting younger by the day?
Oh, absolutely, Ayesha. I could even make an example. I was telling you about a 12-year-old who also raped their grandmother, a 12-year-old. And I was asking myself, what kind of society are we living in? But, there's no excuse for it, because sometimes our children, it's things that they see within the communities and how these perpetrators at times get away. Because as a society, we need to start condemning these actions, naming the perpetrators, reporting the cases, because it's important. It's people that we know. Sometimes it's people that we're related to, and it's people of certain statuses. But if we start calling and condemning these actions within the society, then these very same children, there's a possibility of us getting them out of those situations.
Thank you so much for your time. Masejo, I'm going to leave it at that. A 12-year-old raping his grandmother. And I've just been talking to Ella Mangesa from eLeta Labantu here in Gugulethu.